All right, guys, welcome to my 73rd live stream. Can everyone hear me? Oh, hey, Dan.
Hey,
Yeah, I hear you. Give me a sec. I'm just going to my room.
hey, Brian, what's up, man?
Hey, not much, man. Doing really good. I had work today, came home. I watched the episode and I just got to work on, try to get to work on the stream as fast as I could, to build it up. Because, like, I really wanted to talk about it, honestly, because yeah.
Yeah.
First off, anyone who is listening, just want to clear this up in the air. Obviously, if you guys have not seen The Walking Dead season 10, episode 17, please leave because this will have spoilers, and I mean total spoilers. We are going to go over everything. We're not going to shy away from anything.
Nope,
So
we are going to cover pretty much everything from this episode. So anybody that's watching the stream, click off if you haven't seen it yet.
exactly. Um, Okay. Yeah, and you put spoilers ahead in the chat. Thanks. This episode, this was my most anticipated episode in season 10C. I gotta tell you guys, because I was so excited to see Maggie and the Negan stuff, but they overhyped it. We can still get it, but they overhyped it.
Yeah. I mean, for anybody that's watching this, I probably have sent people the link for my review at this point. And I'll just say that, like I mentioned, I just feel like the one thing this episode kind of suffered with is the lack of Negan. Because we, like Brian just said, we expected to see a lot more of Negan, and really he's only there at the beginning and the end.
That is absolutely true. And yeah, so we're gonna talk about the episode from beginning to end. I mean, I just watched it, so even though it's fresh on my mind, there might be a few things I miss or skip because it's still kind of like it's not well in my mind. You know what I'm saying? Like certain scenes, like I might miss a scene. So, but I'm gonna try my best. So, okay, so yeah, we have the beginning of the episode with, okay, so obviously we remember the sneak peek that we got. And this is actually much better because, like, the sneak peek they gave us was so choppy. But here, yeah, we get that part where Maggie kills the walker that was before Whisper, but, it's dead. And then we have her talking to Judith, and then we get this, and then, yeah, we get Maggie's reaction to Negan, who
Oh,
she's
man.
behind, um, behind the wagon, and it's just like, oh man, like it was good. Honestly, like I I'm not gonna fault anything here. I would say because like when I first watched it, I'm thinking like really no lines,
Hey guys, I'm back. Sorry about that.
it's okay, Rowdy. Um,
Okay, so it's only us three?
Yep.
yeah, I think it's just gonna be us
Yeah.
three.
Yeah, episode was good though. I thought it was better than I expected, even with the spoilers, because
Yeah.
Dan and I knew the entire episode.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
I
Forgot
I
about that.
basically knew the entire episode except for what was the part I didn't know. The part that like how Maggie finds Herschel again. That's it. Like aside from that, I knew
Oh, I knew
everything.
about that. I didn't know about the whole like ending, like with Negan seeing Herschel, and I didn't know about like, I knew about the encounter with the Reaper, but I didn't know he'd be wearing like a ghillie suit.
Yeah, but dude, like I was
That looked
saying,
epic.
I would say that even though there's a lack of Negan in this episode, that introduction scene, love the dialogue there. It's like really quick, but it's really good.
Yeah, it's an
It's
interesting like. I think if there was a fear intro for this, Maggie would be on it.
Yeah.
definitely.
Next we could probably be Daryl.
Daryl's gonna get so much time in this third third half. I guess you can call it a third half or
Third,
third. I don't
third,
know how you call it, but yeah,
third.
It's
I don't like. Is this technically the third mid-season premiere? I don't know.
I don't
I have
know.
a feeling what like if we're like talking just like hypothetically here, I would say that these 6 episodes, if they had like a fear intro style, would be like Maggie for 17, Daryl for 18, 19, Gabriel, 20 would be
Eh,
probably Princess, 21,
Yeah,
Carol, and 22, Negan. I would say.
This
yeah, maybe
episode,
Negan and Lucille. But
yeah.
one thing I wanna say is I forgot. Great. Let me think. I'll come back.
Okay, so yeah, we have the beginning part, and we have the part where I kind of wish there was some dialogue. You know what I mean? But I still like the scene where Maggie she just leaves. Oh, I love Judith's face when Maggie sees Negan. She is
He's
just like,
like,
oh boy, it's about to go down. You
oh
know?
boy. I mean, do you think she would have done something if Judith wasn't there?
I kind of do.
I was like still thinking. I'm like, could they have written the scene where Mackie just sees him immediately, just aims the arrow at him, and then we have Judith not pointing a gun at her, but just telling Mackie to wait, just something like that. Like, do you think they could have done something like that instead?
Maybe.
Yeah, I could see that.
Uh, all right. So yeah, so we have Maggie. She just leaves, and after that we get the intro. And I noticed this with the intro, there was less fire, but I think there was more blood around the W.
Yeah.
So it looks
Oh
like they
yeah,
changed. Looks like they
It's
changed it.
like the
yeah.
fire
Remember what I
stopped, and
wanted to
then like
say?
we got a bit more blood when it comes to like the Reapers and stuff.
Yo, technically, since the season's 22 episodes, isn't Morningstar technically the mid-season finale now?
And like unofficially, I'd say yeah.
Yeah, but I think but episode 11 is a better mid-season finale than episode 8, in my opinion.
I was gonna say actually, kind of like if you're really looking at it, like yeah, they it's kind of crazy. They should have considered episode 11 a mid-season finale at this point, because like yeah, that would have been a good mid-season finale.
Yeah, because episode 8 was as a standard episode, it was good, but it wasn't like a mid-season finale type episode.
Well, you also have to remember they filmed that episode out of order too, because of Michonne and all that.
Yeah, I understand, but that's well then Michonne's episode is the mid-season finale, I guess. I don't know.
Hey, you guys know who should have been in this episode? That probably would have
Who?
been a good help.
Who?
Who?
Dog.
Yeah, that's true. Well, we're gonna see him in 18, because I actually did see a sneak
Who?
peek already of 18, and he seems to be in it.
Who's Og?
No, dog.
Dog. Oh, I heard Og. I'm like, what?
Yeah, we know we're gonna see him in 18, because that's gonna be like I think they're gonna show how Daryl actually even acquired Dog.
I know,
Well,
but
imagine we see Dog as a puppy.
oh, that would
Nope.
be so adorable. Oh, and then
If
then
Dog it dies,
no, they
I
can't do it.
swear.
Yeah, we're
Like,
gonna
okay,
riot.
you don't touch Dog and you don't touch Skidmark.
Exactly. Okay, so we have Carol and Daryl in the woods. They're talking a little bit, and then we have Maggie with Cole and Elijah. And honestly, like I was kind of surprised with this too, because even like Carol's like, "Wait, who are these people?" Like, and um, you know, and just the way
Love
Maggie.
Cole.
Yeah, I know you do. I'm personally more of a fan of Elijah. I just like him more out of those two.
He just looks cooler. I
He
mean,
does,
I
yeah.
mean, did oh,
What were
I
you gonna
don't
say?
know. I agree though.
Like I remember Dan mentioned like Cole looks like Paul did, like but
Yeah,
like
Comic Jesus. I
yeah,
agree.
but
Agree.
like
Yeah,
the way later in the episode, the way Elijah jumps on that truck, that is comic Paul. Like the way he did that. Like maybe we're getting like a redo, like a redo
Yeah.
for Paul in
we
this
deserve
show.
one, honestly.
Yeah. Wait,
Definitely.
Dan, didn't you bring in Elijah in your rewrites season 7? Like, wasn't he in it?
I did, yes, and he's actually part of Georgie's group in my version too. So there's gonna be a bit of a remix there.
I mean, technically he is part of Georgie's group, just not the way we think.
He is,
That's
and it's
true.
just I just don't. I'll be honest with you guys. I think the biggest problem I had with this episode was just the cheap excuse, the explanation that like yeah, the place that I was at, the place they're from, it got attacked, it's gone, and I told them they can live at the hilltop, and like that's such a cheap
Yeah.
excuse. It's so cheap.
Like,
I
why
could
couldn't they have
like
shown us?
I could say like honestly, the perspective right now is that like maybe Angela was writing this episode and she's just like, I can't think of anything. I'll come back to it next season.
I know, but
Yeah.
Angela Kang did not. That was a big mistake. Like
I'm starting to think they're saving it for Tales of the Walking Dead.
I hope
maybe.
not. That'd be annoying.
Oh man. So then we have the part where Maggie says like they can. I told them they can live at the hilltop, and Daryl and Carol like and she's like Maggie's like wait what is it? And then we get her we get them showing Maggie the hilltop, and it's like wait like did they literally just like not tell her? Were they just like we got to show you this first? And it's like I'm curious on this scene. Like, don't get me wrong. Still, her reaction, like all of that, it's just like Maggie literally says, "What is it?" And like you're telling me for 10 minutes they've been walking, and Daryl's like, just wait, just wait. It's like, and then they show her because they were in the woods. Like,
Realistically.
I mean, if they were like right outside the hilltop, like in the woods, I could buy that. But
Yeah.
We don't know where they're in the woods they are. So I
They
don't
could
really.
have fixed that problem simply with just like come up this hill. There's something we got to show you. Like something small like that.
Do you
Yeah,
think?
do you think since Maggie decided to go live in Alexandria that Hilltop is done, they're not gonna bother rebuilding it? Because it is more damaged in the show than it was in the comic.
If they
I think it's
rebuild
the
it, it'll be
same.
probably in season 11, to be honest. But like, I don't
Maybe.
know. I am starting to think they might just start using Alexandria, which is kind of a remix. But either way,
I think
Well,
they could
everything is
rebuild
gone
the hill.
now.
I think they could rebuild the hilltop in like the last half of season 11, just to let us know that's what they're doing. But like,
yeah.
Yeah.
actually, in the comics, Hilltop was worse. So like, the Barrington house was all burned to the ground, but in the show, it's still kind of standing. So, I don't think
Just
it's
the
as
windows are
Mhm.
out and stuff.
yeah, and
Yeah,
lots of
but not to
burns.
mention though,
I thought Maggie.
in
I
the
thought
show they lost the battle. The battle. Sorry, go ahead, Brian.
I was just gonna say, like, I thought Maggie was just gonna like run inside or something, like, just like look at it, and then like maybe we were gonna get to see Glenn's grave again. Like she just walks there and just like leans one more time next to Glenn's grave, and just maybe she like says something
Oh
like
man, yeah.
I should have been here, like that regret on Maggie's face. I feel like we could have gotten
Mhm.
a little bit more of that.
That's
I hope
Um,
true.
Glenn's
Actually, I
grave is at
really
least
like that
intact.
idea.
uh, well, thanks, Dan, because I have a feeling that might be what you do in your rewrites. I'm just saying,
Man.
if you, I
Do
mean,
what?
I'm just saying you could totally take that idea if you want. Like, it's because, like, yeah, it's just,
Well, if Glenn dies, yeah.
oh
I
yeah,
mean, I
that,
could see like more. I could see. I don't think Glenn will be on the Pikes, but I think Morgan will be on the Pikes.
We'll have to
Same
see, boys.
for Sasha. Yeah, but it's interesting. Like the Morgan being in the Whisperer War. Like, I
well,
mean, if he makes it to Whisperer War, but
I'm not trying to overhype this, but I do have a goal with the Pikes in my version to make it a lot more just like a massacre. Because in the TV show, it's just like just a few people we know, but in this one, I picked some
but
interesting names.
but the Pikes will be happening, right?
Oh yeah, I mean I don't think that's like much of a spoiler. We all know that's gonna happen.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not gonna cut that out, you know. You're just gonna
No,
be changing it. Like I'm sure there'll be at least one character who was in the show Pikes that'll be on
uh,
the rewrites Pikes, but
maybe a
obviously
bit
you can't
more.
say. Yeah, I guess
uh,
we'll see. But I'm excited, and I think like it sucks I'm gonna wait so long, but I'm glad we're getting the Fear rewrites because that like 7 and 8 were bad, but they weren't like absolute garbage. But
Yeah,
season 4 and 5 of Fear, that needs a rewrite. That absolutely needs a rewrite.
absolutely.
I'm
yeah,
excited for that. So
I'm excited too. So then we get
yeah,
Maggie. So then we have Maggie. She kind of finds out from Carol that she was the one that freed Negan, and
yeah.
I mean, just oh yeah, I forgot to mention they mentioned Oceanside earlier in the episode. Like, I guess like the characters are trying to figure out where they're gonna live now. So like, so Alexandria is still standing. Hilltop is out. Sanctuary obviously has been out forever, and the Oceanside. So
Man.
Alexandria and Oceanside are like the last two communities, I guess.
I have a feeling Alexandria is going to start looking like how Hilltop did in season 8B, where it's just like an overload of people. It's like everybody's going to Alexandria now.
I mean, Alexandria is massive now. It's like triple the size from like when we first saw it in season 5.
They definitely have some fires to defend it now.
I could definitely see Alexandria be like a full on city if they do the like 25-year time jump. Because I hope we
If they
didn't
do the time
see.
skip.
Think about it. We didn't see any of the communities in issue 193
That is true. We
besides
didn't
Commonwealth. I'm guessing the trains connect to them, which would actually be really cool.
Yeah.
probably. Yeah, they would have had to expand their borders, and like Alexandria probably became like a lot bigger after that time skip.
I mean,
So
when society's built a railway across multiple states before, they can do it again.
yeah. Um, so yeah, the characters kind of decide they need to go to Alexandria, and we get the part where Maggie walks away, and Daryl says that he's just gonna try and talk to Maggie, kind of smooth things over. Because yeah, with the Negan thing, it is an issue, so they have to obviously address it. And after that, okay, I'm trying to remember the next scene. I believe
Sorry.
it's okay, man. I believe the next scene after that is the characters walking, right? So Maggie said that like her people are, are this way in this direction, so they have to go there. And what did you guys think
Yeah, it's
about
like that
just?
montage when they're walking and stuff.
Oh my gosh, that walking montage. This is why Honest Trailer said The Walking Dead is just walking most of the time. This is why. That montage was
No
too
wonder they
much.
call it The Walking Dead. No wonder they call it The Walking Dead.
Yeah, they should put the Walking Dead name in like caps.
Yeah. I'll
Like,
be honest. I did not like that trend montage. We do get to see Kelly though. So Kelly comes.
Yeah,
um, speaking of
that's
Kelly,
I
like
was
she got a
yeah.
lot of screen time this episode. Holy shit! Like, I mean, I didn't have a problem with her before, but I'm actually low key starting to like her.
I never really cared for her character just because like we were just saying, like she didn't really have that much time. But yeah, like I remember I mentioned, I'm like, wow, like she actually didn't have. It wasn't too bad. She actually had some screen time and I actually kind of felt for the character for once.
I think it's
Yeah,
interesting.
same.
I think it's interesting too. I'll admit, like I did not like Kelly, but this episode they actually had her do something, so I'll admit that's a plus.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like it's not the type of character that I'm gonna cry for if she dies, but it's like it's not a character that I necessarily want to die. It's like I guess it's kind of like how I feel about Charlie.
I think Charlie's worse for me though, because at least Kelly
No,
didn't
no,
do
I
anything
like
stupid.
Kelly. I like Kelly better than Charlie because I mean, look, Charlie's fine, but she still killed Nick.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So then we get the part where they decide to stop for the night, and the shipping containers are full of walkers. And okay, so then we get the part where yeah, I didn't notice this the first time or second time, but yeah, Maggie cuts her arm when she closes it. That felt weird. Like I didn't see how that happened. Like it just
Yeah, it
happened.
ended
Me
off
neither.
screen a little bit.
Also, I don't understand the
Yeah.
point of it either. Like in The Walking Dead, when characters have injuries, isn't it supposed to mean something? Or like
I don't mind her getting cut because it's just an extra bit of realism. Is that maybe during a process somebody would get cut, but I do agree about the off-screen part. It's like they should have shown that.
yeah.
Yeah.
That felt a little off to me. But anyways, yeah. So yeah, we have the characters killing walkers, and okay. So after that, they kill all the walkers, and then we have this really cool scene between Maggie and Daryl, which I really liked. Like, man, it's so good to have Lauren Cohan back on the show because yeah, I'll admit,
Really
like,
is.
Yeah.
um, okay, so and they even talk about how it is kind of funny that like literally the character and the actress left, so they have to find a way to have it make sense, and it's like they did it in a somewhat believable way because like yeah, I'll admit, what Maggie did was kind of like leaving for years. I mean that was kind of surprising, but she does give her reasons. So I mean, like, yeah. So what did you guys think about it? I mean, we knew it was gonna happen. She was just gonna say, "I didn't want to live or be around Negan, so I just wanted to be somewhere
Yeah.
else." You know what I mean? Like we all kind of
I
She
knew
didn't
guess
that.
in
want
her
Negan
mind,
taking up any more space in her head, so she
I
didn't want to
guess
take
in her
Herschel back to
mind,
that.
she felt the longer she stuck around, the more likely she'd do something like to hurt Negan, and like I guess in a sense, like she knows killing him would cause trouble around the communities,
I
and she
guess
didn't want that
her
to happen.
I guess her like leave kind of worked because then she comes back and she just walks past him twice. So
Yeah, like freaking like I remember I saw like Brian's comment on like your video. He's like she left her gun with Georgie.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's like
I mean, like
that's true. You
what
were saying?
happened to the guns? What happened to all the guns in the show?
I don't know.
Like,
How did the Reapers have guns? Like seriously, I don't get it. Like,
and it's
uh,
not like it's limited. Like that guy was just popping off shots.
I was gonna say because then at least Alpha like it makes sense with the Whispers because they had a limited amount but they barely used them because they didn't have many and then you just have the Reapers and I'm like good villains but it's kind of weird.
Yeah, like Eugene, start making bullets again, but like you probably wouldn't. The Whisperer War. I mean, I guess the Whisperer War would have been a lot like smoother for them if they did, and not as many people would have died, which wouldn't have been great since already there were a lot of deaths in the Whisperer War.
Not enough main characters though if you ask me.
how this is
Like,
funny. In the comics, we had more deaths, more main character deaths in the comics than in the show. But in the comics, they had guns and ammo, but in the show, they didn't. Like, how does that work?
yeah, I guess
Um,
because they. I mean, to be fair, like in the show, it's like 11 years into the apocalypse, they have a lot of like experience with hand-to-hand combat, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
But still, like I do agree. Like Eugene, like I mean, Commonwealth arc probably will bring that back since obviously they have like freaking they have like the same guns as the CRM, I think.
The Commonwealth.
Yeah, they have like similar guns, similar attachments.
Yeah, that's true. Man, I can't wait to see the Commonwealth.
Same.
Like
They're
full
building
Probably
on.
them
not till
up pretty
season
good so
11.
far.
I don't
Yeah,
think we're
but
seeing them in till season 11 though. Like the actual settlement, we're not gonna see till season 11.
yeah,
But they built
I
the
agree.
Commonwealth up good in the comics too, and then it kind of just mellowed out.
Yeah,
Yeah, but still enjoyable.
all right. So we get Maggie. She kind of talks with Daryl about how like she was just kind of so with the whole Georgie thing, we are kind of already discussed it. Um, okay, so we have yeah, she mentions like she went to the beach, with Herschel. Like I like that scene too. It added realism and
Yeah.
and just the way like I mean it's kind of hard. I'm trying to remember all her conversation or the conversation they both had because like it's still fresh in my head, but I didn't get to absorb enough of it. You guys know what I'm saying? So um like
Yeah, I know what you mean.
but yeah, she mentions Glenn and Herschel and just and the way Daryl leaves, the way they hold like Maggie and Daryl kind of like just the way they use their hands just like to comfort each other in a way like it's just there's so much history between them and oh yeah okay I'm sorry I had to bring this up when I was watching it like Maggie talks about how Herschel asked her about his dad Glenn and we get the line where she's like I told him a bad man
Bad man killed him.
yeah a bad man killed him and he asked if he got what he deserved did he die and like when I was looking at
Not
Daryl's
yet.
yeah when I was looking at Daryl's face like I was just thinking, I'm like, oh boy, Daryl in his head is thinking, oh boy, did you tell him that I was the one who got him killed? Like, I'm just saying, like, because like Daryl's face is just like, I hope you didn't tell him that part, because like, um,
You didn't mention the punching part, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
okay, yeah,
true.
so
But I wonder, like, go ahead. I'll say what I have to say after.
oh, just Daryl leaves, and the way Maggie, um, I just like it, like Maggie, the way Daryl leaves, and then Maggie just like kind of breathes, like she looks stressed, she looks tired. I mean, all the characters are. It's 11 years in the apocalypse. They have to constantly keep fighting these groups. But like, it makes sense because The Walking Dead it's winding down, and it's like it makes sense that our characters, even the battle hardened characters, are getting like so tired of the fighting, of the constant, just surviving. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I
It
do
goes back to what
agree.
Daryl said for season 10, episode 1 is when he's like, we're surviving one fight to the next, and it's like, man, sometimes it really does feel like it's just one fight, you win that one, and then it's like, okay, here's your next obstacle.
Yeah, like for real. Like it's like they're never like no matter how long like things go well for, they're never like truly safe. Like even like issue 193, I'm sure eventually something would have happened, after that.
Yep.
Because think
Probably.
about it. If one thing goes wrong, it starts again, people turn and the whole Commonwealth's dead.
Yeah. So okay, yeah. So it's morning now, and Maggie and them. Um, Oh yeah, so we have them finding the I guess like the house where her people were supposed to be, and it's on fire and just you know what I mean? Like I was kind of like, oh, who saw that coming? Like, Maggie said our people are this way, and then they go there and it's like, oh no, they were attacked off screen. Like well, honestly, who saw that coming?
I want to see what can we have seen that? That would have been cool just seeing the Reapers like attack. Because I'm sure there's more than one. There's no way it's only that one guy.
But that would have been cool because like we'd see them attack or something, and then like it would kind of set up the fear for them a little bit, and then we would see like Maggie and the others react.
Like think about it. Imagine like I'm thinking like, 'cause the guy like when he like pulled the grenades like Pope Mark II. What if like Pope is like Maze, Robert Patrick's character? Like, he's like the
Yeah.
leader of the Reapers.
I'm starting to think he is, which I mean, let's be honest. Robert Patrick, what an amazing actor. So if he is like the leader, man, I really can't wait to see what he does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, obviously, so the characters Maggie is kind of freaking out because it's like
They're gonna
literally,
fight for this season.
yeah. So yeah, Maggie, when they're looking around, she's kind of distraught, with everything. Not just her people have been attacked, but her only child, the only thing she has left in this world, is missing. And I mean, yeah, I was kind of hoping we would get to see more. This is one issue I had with the episode. I was hoping we get to see more Rage Maggie instead of just, who are you people? Why are you attacking us? I wanted her. We'll get to it later, but like, I wanted her to make it more personal. Like,
Yeah.
this should have been Taken. This should have been the Walking Dead's version of Taken. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want, but I will kill all of you to get my son back. Like, man, they had such an
Ooh.
opportunity with that.
That's true,
Yeah.
actually. Man, just the sound of that, I'm like, man, little details they could have fixed that would have made that even better.
I know,
Yeah,
and I
this
just
was a good
watched it
episode
today.
overall,
It is good. It's
despite the
good.
missing, despite the missing opportunities. But at the same time, I understand why they can't do anything too crazy because of the. It's honestly a miracle they're able to even film these episodes in the conditions that they're in.
I
Oh man.
know.
Well, I mean, yeah, but like, I mean, that extra piece of dialogue could have still been put in though.
And what's funny? Like the character Elijah, it's like be funny. Like not only is he wearing a mask because like COVID, but also it's like, what if when he removed his mask, like he had one of those medical masks on? Like I'm just saying,
Oh my
that would
god,
be. It's like man, like
think about it.
that would I don't know that would have
Yo,
been hilarious.
You,
People,
you imagine though he does like the face reveal part, and then he's just like he takes it off, and then you see under the main mask, you just see like a face mask and stuff, and he's like, oh,
oh
you
my,
only get to see part of it.
it's like oh come
oh my god.
on, yeah.
Yeah, at least we got
What a
his
tease.
face reveal. He didn't talk at all, did he?
I don't think
No.
so, but can we? Okay, so the characters find tracks and they want to split up, and can we talk about how Elijah was just staring back at Maggie? Like who else is seeing it right now? What they could be doing?
Yeah, I kind of get what you mean. They could be going that route.
For
I
what?
I think he's simping.
For Maggie?
I mean, like the way he just is so loyal to her, the way he's always following her, always has her back. Like I'm just saying, like, and plus he was the one who went with her in the season 10 finale or episode
I mean, it
16.
could just
So
be out of respect. It could just be out of respect, I guess.
I guess, but
But
still, it's like I mean, I don't know. It's possible, but it's like, I mean, but it's also it's Maggie. I mean, eventually respect has to turn into something else too. I mean, I'm just saying, like, it's Maggie. It's not.
yo,
It's not Jadis. It's not George. It's not Jenny or Virginia. It's Maggie. She's a
Jenny.
very she's a
Jenny.
yeah. It's just not only can you respect her, but and she rewards
There's
your
other
loyalty.
reasons.
But there's other reasons. It's Maggie. Just
I mean, Maggie kind of fine, not gonna lie.
Well, she's
yeah.
for me in terms of like looks, she's like the Alicia of Walking Dead.
Definitely. I mean, that's at least when it comes to alive characters.
Yeah. So, do you guys think we should have? Okay. So yeah, we got the face reveal, and oh man, some people said when I saw his face, like I was actually worried that it was Dwayne. I'm like, okay, like I knew the
Oh.
character was African. I knew the character was African American, but I'm like, okay, this face, like, okay, who is he? Like because the
Yeah.
way his face is, the way he was silent, I'm like, are they trying to say something? Because I'm like, no, that's not Dwayne. They can't do it. And then like they confirmed it wasn't, so I'm like, oh, okay. Like I'm glad they
Thank
didn't do.
God.
I'm glad they didn't do a
I kind of like why they
Dwayne.
showed him.
Yeah, I'm glad they didn't do
Probably why they
something
showed his face, just for a middle finger to the people who want Dwayne to come back. Just a huge middle finger to them.
like, um, yeah, like I'm glad they didn't do something like Dwayne, changed his name, like, and this is actually
Oh.
him. That would have been so dumb.
Dwayne
I would have been
changing your
like,
name in the
okay, I went from
apocalypse.
loving this episode to like absolutely hating it.
Yeah, like Dwayne's dead, okay? I don't care that we didn't see him die, he's dead. I'd
Not
rather
only
freaking Madison come
that,
back.
but like also that would also like mess up Morgan's story because be like, okay, why'd the dude go crazy then?
Yeah. Like, did he just assume?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Morgan just assumed his son was dead and did not make sure to check. His only son, but whatever.
I
But
see
Yeah,
red.
it's.
Everything I see is red, and then big reveal is just some red paint that got spilled or something.
I mean, it's like hi Morgan. All he's seeing is red.
Oh man.
oh,
Yo, if you think about it, back to the thing about masks. If you think about it, bury her next to Jasper's leg. That was filmed before COVID, but that episode was actually COVID friendly if you think about it, because they were wearing bandanas.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, they could have used that episode for once they came back to work.
Yeah, but it's fine.
okay, so then we get Maggie and Daryl. They're in the woods. We see this girl, or this woman in the woods, and then with a spear. I think she had a spear. And then we have the part where
I think it
Daryl
was
like
Maya.
yeah, oh yeah, Maya, and Daryl just puts a knife through her neck, and it's just like Maggie's just like, wait, she's one of mine. And then the way Daryl just like lets go, and he's like, sorry. Like I
He
found
just
that
like
fun.
slits her throat on accident.
Um, yeah, I don't know. Daryl's not gonna kill. I mean, Daryl's not gonna kill you unless he means it. I guess like as far as like
Uh,
accidents, I don't know if as far as like that, you know what I mean? Like Daryl's good with the
yeah,
knife. Daryl's good with his knife, so I can't see him like doing it that way. But yeah, so that then we have then we have the shooter. I don't think we got his name, but he's part of the Reapers. We get someone is shooting them. One of the women got
Love
shot,
this moment.
and then we have Maya who gets shot too. And it's just like I'm like, oh, I knew it. Of course, they're killing off these brand new people that are part of Maggie's group. Just to make
Just
a
when we need new people added to the show, there you go. They just get killed.
yeah. But it's like, man, why can't they just bring characters that are currently still in the show in this episode and kill those ones off, like the really minor characters. Like I still don't
yeah.
get why they
No
can't
one's
do
gonna
that.
die in 10C, I don't think.
Magna.
Oh,
Except
please kill. Oh, please kill Magna. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. Please kill
Nah,
Magna.
probably
I can.
Dwight's death.
Uh, Kill her raw. I don't care. I don't care what she dies as long as she dies. I cannot stand Magna. I don't like the actress. I'll be honest. I don't think the actress is good.
guys, Scott could have been in this episode, and I knew he wouldn't have died.
I
Nah, they gotta
think
protect him.
Barbara's in this episode.
What?
Barbara's in the episode at the end with
Yeah,
Lydia.
I was gonna mention that. Like, guys, the big revelation this episode: Barbara's alive. We haven't seen her since Beta attacked Alexandria.
Oh man.
Even before that, I don't think. I don't think we've seen her since like season 9, actually.
No, she was in season 9. She was in a little bit at the beginning of season 10, I think. But
Uh,
yeah, I think that's.
Man, you imagine like Maggie just walks in or something, you just have Scott that's standing there. Hey Maggie, nice to see you. Is this your kid?
And then
It's
Maggie's
like,
just holding her child and being like, "Who are you?"
no, it's like he used to babysit Herschel before she left. They're like best friends.
Oh,
We
Man.
just never
totally.
saw it.
Man, someone's got to write a Scott's perspective from The Walking Dead. Like everything he's done off
Tales
screen.
from Tales from the Walking Dead. Make it happen, people.
Oh man. Um. So yeah, we have Maggie. She kind of goes around the sniper, and I kind of wish that she took it. You know, what I mean, obviously, like she wouldn't have known if there were bullets, but if there were bullets, I mean, that probably would be a good idea. I'm just saying, like, I don't know if I was her when I was watching that. If I was her, I would have checked. Like, I would have looked around and then grabbed the gun real quick and then checked if there was bullets. If there wasn't, I would have thrown it away. That's what I would have done.
To be fair, it's not
Yeah.
really Maggie's size of a gun. Like I don't think Maggie could really use a freaking like 50 cal rifle. Like I don't think she's using more than like a pistol in the show. I don't think she's ever used an AR. So
I think Maggie's used assault rifles. She did back in season 3.
Time to time,
oh yeah,
yeah.
true. Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like I don't think she'd be able to like realistically be able to like use a sniper rifle.
Yeah, and then okay, so
That's
then we have Maggie getting attacked by Beta 2.0. Beta Reaper
yeah.
Beta,
Reaper Beta,
or yeah, just
freaking
the
Rata,
Reaper's version of Beta.
Delta, because that's like another
Delta.
like that's
And
another like Greek alphabet letter.
yeah, and it's like, okay, I'm sorry, but like when I saw this, I was just thinking, I'm like, okay, so yeah, then we have Maggie, she gets caught in the trap, and then we have Daryl, and who else was shocked when uh Beta 2.0 grabbed Daryl and knocked him out against a tree, like just like that.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you
Holy crap! Like
serious?
I guess
No.
like Gillis who protected him.
Well,
It's
not just that.
Daryl. It's the superhero. How did he get knocked out?
Yeah, not just that, but
Yeah.
did you guys see Daryl was gonna do the exact same move that he did the beta? That he did the
I was
beta.
gonna
Like,
say yeah.
yeah, he was coming in with a swipe with a knife on the side, and then just the guy's like, not this time. Like beta reincarnated. He's like,
I watched your show, man. I know what's going on.
yeah, it's like not this time, Daryl, and just knocks him out against the tree. It's like, really? Like we've seen Daryl take lots of hits, but against a tree like that knocks him out? Like, I don't know.
Man, that tree needs to get hired by the freaking best tag team ever.
That tree,
Beta 2.0 and the tree.
the Whisperers needed that tree in the war. They could have taken
Yeah, they
down
would have
Daryl.
won.
Oh man.
If only
Um,
that tree was there when Daryl killed Beta.
Man.
just a tree in the middle of the herd. Oh man.
It's like on
One
the
tree in the
wiki.
street.
It's
Oh.
actually wait no because Daryl didn't die, so when we like cause of death tree
Yeah,
killed by tree.
yeah. Okay, so here's another issue, a small issue I had. When Daryl is slowly waking up, you have the guy taking the knives, and then he starts walking to Maggie. Why doesn't he go after Daryl? He's right there. Maggie's trapped. Like
Yeah.
it's just like I don't understand that, Like
Yeah.
it's a
It's like
small
yeah,
nit.
Daryl's too important. He's getting his own spin-off. I can't kill him anyway.
But it's like Maggie came
Yeah, it's
back
like
last episode, so it's like I don't know. It just seems weird that the guy literally ignores. I mean, arguably the bigger threat. I would say. I mean,
no,
Yeah.
it's like Daryl's like, hey, look, I feel bad for you. I won't die, so I'll let you take your best shot out of pity.
man, can we talk about how Kelly shoots Daryl's crossbow and then just aims it at uh, the new Beta? Like, man, I'll admit it. Like, I was shocked when I saw this. I'm like, whoa, Kelly! Like, you went from like zero to like much higher, like in just the span of one episode. As far as her character.
She's stepping up.
I know. Like, this is
Yeah,
what I wanted to see in season 9 and 10. This is what I wanted.
It's about time,
yeah.
Angela.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's probably not my bottom ranked character anymore for Magna's group. It's
Nah,
definitely Magna now.
Magnus lower.
For me, it was number one Connie, Luke, Yumiko, Kelly, Magna now. Like from best to worst.
I think I might agree. I might like Yumiko slightly more than Luke, but I don't know. It just depends.
So,
Yeah,
oh,
Yumiko's fine.
yeah. So what did you guys? Okay, so yeah, then we have Maggie. She's asking why they're coming after her. We did, her people. They didn't do anything, but it's like, I don't know. Just like I could tell it from seeing this guy. He's not gonna say anything. It's like, and once again, I'm like, man, they could have had the scene where she was just like, "Where's my son?" And just, I don't know. They could have had it really tense. Maggie shoots him in the leg, and then just aiming it at the head, like just something. They show that Maggie is just she's back, and like, just I don't know. Like I said, I feel like they could have done
Yeah.
more.
Show
Why
she's
would you
back
just
and that she's
stand
not messing
there?
around.
Like he's reaching into his like pocket to grab the grenades. Like they just stand there like he could be getting a
Yeah,
gun. Like Christ.
true.
Exactly. I don't. Just some little touch ups. I mean, it doesn't ruin the scene. It's not like a super cringy, terrible scene. It's just that, man, it could have been like so much better. Like twice, like, like as good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
Like if I was
agree.
the director in that moment, I'd be like, can we do something a little different?
I
Yeah, well,
know.
I don't think the director has any control over like necessarily what happens. It's more just like how it's done, how it
I
I
would
plays
just like
out.
text Angela then. I'd be like, yeah, okay, can we modify this just a little bit?
I know, because
Yeah.
like when you're filming it, or like when you're imagining when you're filming it, you could be like, can we redo that scene or just like do some changes?
Extend it.
Yeah, because like man, like I was like this was Maggie's. This would have been the perfect time for Maggie to go Liam Neeson.
For
Oh
real.
man. And
Yeah,
I mean,
Maggie could kick his ass. I'm sorry.
yeah, and the way the guy explodes too, and like Maggie just she says get down, and just like all of a sudden the explosion, and then Maggie is just she's not even on the ground, she's just standing. Like I don't know, like how close was that explosion?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
I
how
was surprised that
they
she
were
didn't
all
get blown
okay.
up as well.
I know, all okay. This is when you could have had someone get injured, like instead of what earlier what happened with Maggie with the cut arm. This would have made a lot more sense for an injury.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
maybe
when you
like
flip it
Kelly
right.
loses an arm or something.
Yeah, I don't
They
know.
finally give her screen time, then she loses an arm.
Didn't Kelly lose her arm in the comics, or was that Connie?
That was Connie. Kelly was the in the comics. Kelly was a big black dude.
A guy,
A
yeah, a
guy.
guy, and they were Connie and Kelly were dating in the comics, which is
Oh, it's
weird because
so
they're sisters
weird.
now.
Yeah,
It's just weird. Let's
I
let's
know.
let's just leave that there.
Yeah, yeah.
How's that
Let's.
sound?
Well, they're not related in
Before
the
we get into
comics.
some Game of Thrones territory
Oh
shit.
man.
uh,
Can we talk about how like everyone was okay? So we get the explosion, and it's like I don't know. I feel like okay, Daryl was obviously the most dirty from that, but I'm just saying like it looked like dirt. Like man, there should have been like serious amounts of blood on them, but I don't know. There wasn't really anything. I mean, it
yeah,
was
that's true.
disgusting.
Yeah, you just see all like it just looks more like dirt, like they like drove in the mud or something.
I know.
It
Imagine like
does, honestly.
oh my goodness. Imagine Daryl just like grabs or like just tosses a piece of that guy off his face like and just like is like oh sick or something like that. No, he doesn't even say that. He just grunts. Just I
Man,
don't know.
was Greg Nicotero not here this day? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I
Well,
don't know.
again, it wasn't well. Like the explosion wasn't realistic. Like he just like exploded like that. It doesn't really feel realistic. It's like when Rosita shot that woman with the rocket launcher in season 8.
Oh, that was a guy.
Also,
Remember that?
another
That was a
fun
guy.
fact I just thought about by mentioning Greg Nicotero is that I mentioned this before, but they actually, while they were filming this episode, they actually were also in another location filming episode 19 with Gabriel and Aaron. So thought I'd point that out.
Really?
Yep.
One thing I did like about this episode, it introduces the plot, the characters, the conflict, and the resolution. I guess you can say, but not all of it was resolved. So there was that, and so guys, we finally get to see Herschel, 8-year-old Herschel, and how did you guys like this scene? Like,
I enjoyed it because I was waiting the whole darn episode to actually see the guy, and then I'm like, oh, okay, there's the kid, and then I like it because I'm just like, okay, like we're most way through the episode, and we haven't really seen him, and then he kind of just pops up. I kind of liked it.
I did like it too. Do you think they were trying to go for? I mean, obviously, do you think they were trying to? Oh, hey, Chosen's here. Hey, he's in the chat. Hey, Chosen.
Hey,
If
Chosen.
if you haven't seen, okay, so Chosen, if you haven't seen season 10, episode 17, unfortunately, you might want to like leave the stream because we're discussing spoilers. So if you have
Yeah.
not seen the episode, we definitely don't want to spoil it for you.
Yeah, man, just let
Yeah.
us know if you've seen it or not. Maybe we should take a quick break until he at least maybe answers or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just talk about other stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. So we're not going to talk about. So we're going to take a quick break. We're not going to talk about. Like I said, this episode was enjoyable. Could have changed a few things. Just those little changes I mentioned. I think it would have been like amazing, like just simply amazing. Um, and
Absolutely, yeah.
let me think. Oh yeah. So episode. This is tricky. So episode 18 is going to be the Daryl flashback, and it's weird. So I'm mostly. Is it weird that I'm mostly excited just to see a baby or a puppy dog? Like, because
yeah,
we know Daryl's not gonna find Rick. It's just like. So what are you
No,
gonna do in
like
that? What are you gonna do in that episode? Like,
man,
I
you just see
guess.
Rick like just like they've kept it under wraps so good, and you just see Rick come back. Oh my goodness, that'd be insane.
I'm
yeah.
not trying
Oh
to say too
damn.
much because I do know a good bit of the episode.
Hey, you guys know what'd be funny? I'm just making this
What?
up because I don't know any spoilers, but I'm just making this up. Um, wait. Chosen says no, but it's fine. I don't mind spoilers because it doesn't ruin the experience. Don't feel bad. What do you
You
guys think?
sure? You sure, Chosen? I mean, like,
Yeah, let's.
if you want to, like, yeah, if you want to watch, it's fine. But just saying, like, it's
I mean,
also
yeah.
really fun to watch the episode blindly, you know?
I was gonna
Exactly.
say, yeah.
Oh, Chosen says, and I already
But
know most of what's happened. Oh, so Chosen, you got
Oh, okay.
oh,
spoiled. You got spoiled. What happens?
I
Or if you've already
mean,
seen
good thing
it,
is we've made it through most of the episode, but I mean, yeah.
yeah, we're almost at the end. We're like in the last maybe 10 minutes.
Yep.
definitely. Um, let me think. Okay, so we're not going to talk about any specific scenes. Oh yeah. It'd be funny in episode 18. What if? Oh my goodness. What if like Daryl actually in the flashback, he actually finds Rick, or he sees Rick in the distance, and he tries to get his attention, but then something like knocks Daryl out. He falls down, and then uh he 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 gets amnesia. Like, oh man, how crazy would
Oh,
that be?
He just sees like a CRM helicopter land. Just Rick comes out like decked out in CRM armor. They
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like
and
do
then
like the Men in Black thing with the pen, wipe his memory.
exactly.
or like Rick knocks him out, and he's like, "No, you're not supposed to see me yet."
Yeah,
Yeah, and
like
then Daryl just like,
that's a story for later. Like, nah, it's like crap just went wrong. No, it's like Leia. It's just like Leia that knocks him out, whatever her name is.
uh,
Leia.
yeah,
Leah, yeah.
He just
jo-
wakes up like in a basement tied to a chair, and she's just like, "You saw something you shouldn't have. Now I gotta kill you. No witnesses."
it's like, wait, is she CRM? And it's like, does it matter? I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
He's Daryl still,
Stranger things have happened on this show, so I wouldn't be
The one
surprised.
piece of evidence, and he's like, it's not important.
or he just like, he like loses his memory. It's just like, oh man, the most important thing ever. He loses his memory.
It's
Yeah, the one thing he remembers.
like, what am I doing out here for 6 years? I can't even remember now.
Oh yeah, I
Exactly.
forgot.
And then he sees puppy dog, and he's just like, oh, puppy. And it's like, and that's the end of the episode. Like,
That's just
Yeah.
what distracts him.
Do you think there's a reason why he named his dog Dog, or do you think it's just like Daryl being Daryl?
Unfortunately, I
he's
know the
not creative.
spoiler of why, so that's why I can't really mention it.
Oh, okay. There's a spoiler for it. Okay.
Oh really? Oh, I didn't
It's an
see. I mean,
interesting.
I won't say anything because I didn't see that part. So, but it's
Yeah, I
fine.
unfortunately know it, but I won't. Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything. Just prepare to be a little surprised. I'll say that.
Hey Dan,
Yeah, it sounds good though.
can I
18
make
sounds
a
better than 17.
can I make a guess?
Yeah,
He
sure,
calls
man.
he calls him dog because the initials dog, they stand for three words. Like, it's an abbreviation, but like I can't think of three awesome words that, one that starts with a D, one that starts with O, one starts with a G. But I'll try to think of something, and it's like, that's dog's name, but it's also, it's just a really awesome code name. I don't know. That
Uh,
would be funny.
Daryl overpowered gangsta. I don't know.
I don't know. A Chosen says, yeah, I know some scenes. It's fine, really. All right, so you guys wanna?
Okay, then.
We may as well finish the
Just
episode then. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, go
Um.
ahead. Just
Okay, so yeah, earlier in the episode, they mentioned the girls mentioned to Maggie that I think Kim has Herschel, but we see Herschel just by himself in the tree. So it's like, I'm like,
well,
I really did not expect
he
this.
escaped the Reaper.
It's like, okay, let me get this straight. These full-grown adults couldn't do it, but this 8-year-old kid did. Like,
Yeah,
This
like
is-
Get Lori
escaped.
vibes.
oh no, not the Lori vibes. Okay, Maggie, never leave Herschel out of your sight again. This is it. Just, I mean, we'll cut her some slack because it was a different situation, but still, like, Maggie, don't like let Herschel out of your sight. Like, you know what I mean? Because yeah, obviously, because then we'll get another
Yeah.
Lori. But
Not in the mood for that.
Oh, we have enough Lories. Freaking, I'm just gonna call her Sarah Tancredi now. Dan knows what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
I forgot this. Daryl does have blood on his head when they see Herschel.
A little bit, yeah.
Was it from the tree
Yeah.
or the shrapnel or from the guy? Like, I don't know.
I'm gonna bet the guy, but I don't know.
Kind of looks like it's
Yo,
from the
guys.
inside. It looks like it's from the inside of his hair. Like it's
You guys
coming
just
from.
you know how like Herschel threw a rock at Maggie or
Yeah.
whatever. You just see like Maggie's like, oh shit, we're being attacked.
Oh no,
Shoots her bow in the air.
that is dark. And then, no, but he's alive. He'll be alive. He just hit in the shoulder. Oh man, just no. That would be so bad.
That's dark. Like
Even if he was hit in the shoulder. But yeah, that would be dark.
yeah, he just shot her own child. Like
No.
to be fair, you shouldn't be like poking anybody like that in the apocalypse. You don't know
Man,
what's
the
gonna
introduction of the
happen.
next episode is just Daryl saying like, "Hey Maggie," and then she walks past him this time.
Maggie, stop walking past important characters.
Negan's like, I know how it feels. I'm sorry.
I know, and then Daryl and Negan just somehow bond over it.
They become like brothers. They're like, it's like Rick comes back. It's like Rick just sees like And Daryl's like, "You're my brother, Negan."
Oh
Rick's just
man,
like, I know I was gone for a while, but wow.
I know. Like, what was Negan?
Ouch.
Was Negan wearing? I don't know. I had this joke in my head when I saw Negan in the beginning. I'm like, is he wearing a friendship bracelet or something?
Oh dear God.
Because there was something on his arm. There was that thing on his arm,
Maybe,
so it kind of looked
Maybe
like.
Carol and Daryl gave Negan one or something. They're like, yeah, you're buddies with us now too.
Yeah.
uh,
Hey guys, someone said that
yeah,
they were.
like get out of here, Rick.
Yeah, Brian.
Um. Oh, I was just gonna say. Some people said that they were trying to call back to Glenn when in the scene with Herschel, the way he's up there, the way he threw the rock, and he said, "Hi, mom." So it's like, or "Hey, mom," because like Glenn's was "Hey, dumb" when he talked to Rick. So like,
Dumbass.
Oh
yeah,
yeah. I don't
It
see it
was, I
personally,
think.
but I mean, it's there, I guess.
yeah,
Yo, is it in spirit? Does he look like a little Glenn?
Oh, it does. They nailed that part of things.
yeah. But he
Yeah.
has, um, but I still, but obviously he has a little bit of Maggie. I wonder which actor this is. Like, this is a brand new actor. Like, because I honestly thought they were gonna,
Yeah.
I thought they were gonna get the kid they used back in the season 7 premiere for the dream sequence, or the no, not the dream sequence, the hallucination or the fake reality with Glenn and Abraham still alive. Like, I thought they were gonna use that kid. Like,
Maybe
bring
they
that kid
tried
back.
it and then maybe like they couldn't get him back or something.
Exactly. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
I did not expect to see Herschel like this. Like, I really thought we were going to get a scene with Negan. Throughout the episode, I was just thinking, I'm like, okay, where's the part where Negan is going to save either Maggie or Herschel? But, like, no, it never happened.
Yeah.
I was gonna
How do you
say,
think it
yeah, I
would
was
have
still
played
wanting
out?
to see Negan like bring Herschel back to Maggie or something, but we never
How do you
got
think he
there.
would have she would have reacted? Like to that? Like if like
Well,
she's
she would have
with
taken her son
Herschel and then
back.
she
Well, obviously, she would have taken her
Yeah,
son
just
that's
back.
not said
true.
anything.
She probably,
She
yeah,
wouldn't
she
have said
probably
anything.
just would have taken her son back and then been like, all right, see ya.
Yeah,
All
like
right, see ya.
whatever.
All right, see ya. And then, like,
Like
and then Negan would be like, and
You're
then Negan would
wrong.
say, no, and then Negan would say, 7 years ago, you say you hated my guts. Now you say, see ya. I'm wearing you.
It,
I'm wearing you down. Like that'll be.
improvement.
oh, like that would be a Negan thing to do and say.
Yeah, he would just like put it. He'd have his hands in his pockets and be like, improvement.
I don't know. Yeah, but I did like that line that I just said. Like I'm wearing you down. Like you're starting to like me. I don't know. Just a I feel like that would be more
Oh dear
Negan,
God.
but
He
I
should have
don't.
just looked at Maggie and he'd be like, okay, but you got to admit, it's getting better.
Like he's like that annoying kid at school, who's like trying
Yeah.
to like.
Exactly.
Well, he needs to stay away. I think honestly, like it's. I just hope he doesn't befriend Herschel because it almost feel messed up if he did like befriending the child of the father that he beat, that he killed.
Well, I
You
just
gotta
want to
think
know if
about it.
Herschel like knows that it's him, like the nice guy
Yeah, think
Alexander.
about
Like, I want to know if he knows.
yeah, because
Ex-
Cole knew. Cole knew.
Yeah.
exactly. They could have kept it secret from him, but
You
like,
just see like here's Negan ends like season cliffhanger. He gets freaking shot in the head like AJ style.
Like,
oh
no, but like maybe like Negan or something Herschel just comes back to Maggie and he's like, hey mom, I've just been hanging out with this guy for a little while and he seems really nice. And then she's just like what was his name? It's like Negan. It'd be like, oh.
it'd be fun. Yeah, man, this would have been so funny if like Maggie was like I'm just saying like hypothetically if there was an alternate reality. Imagine like they don't find Herschel for like days and then all of a sudden they see him in the woods and he's like Maggie. No, he's not Maggie. He's like Mom. I met this guy. He saved me. He's here in this house. We stay in this house for a little bit and then he just opens the door and he's like. I was like, I brought my mom, and then and then Maggie just sees Negan like at the door, and like
He's
I don't
like,
know.
I fed him spaghetti. He made me
Because like
spaghetti.
at first it'd be like, oh, I'd like to meet this guy then, who have you been hanging out with?
Exactly.
And then she opens the door and it's just like, it's another one of those, hey Maggie, she'd be like, yeah, okay, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, like if there was an alternate reality, this how it could have been. Like instead of Maggie seeing Negan with the cart, like this could have been another version. Like I don't know. I like both versions, but like that would have been hilarious. Just like Negan sitting on a
It would.
chair, Negan sitting on a chair, and like I mean, not making another Lucille, but like just doing something, and then like he's just looking up
Oh
at
man.
that, and just like it's like, oh hey Maggie, and it's like just her face, like that would have been something, because
It's
like
like
Oh yeah, you were saying?
Yeah, he's like, hey, Maggie, we were just making spaghetti.
It's like you're making spaghetti. Where'd you get like forget why you free? The first thing she asks is where'd you get spaghetti?
Can I have some? It's okay.
Be
Like, I'll
like,
hit
man,
you
you're a
after, but
good
can I
cook.
get some of that spaghetti?
And it's like, and then it's like, and then maybe, and then after that, Maggie will be like, "We'll discuss this after spaghetti," like, because like, a decade long revenge like that can wait. That can wait.
She's like, I want to be mad at you, but I am actually pretty hungry.
Yeah, let's enjoy spaghetti meal. We'll watch a movie, but after that, I'm going back to hating your guts. Okay?
Yeah,
Don't tell
uh,
anyone.
yeah, that's true. Oh
Oh
man,
God,
that's
I can just
funny. So then we have Kelly and Maggie talking just about their sisters and all that. And man, I really hope they show what happened with Connie. Like, I'm really hoping they're not like gonna do some storyline where they set up her death. I do want Maggie and Connie to meet. I do want that to happen.
First
Oh,
half of season 11, I think.
um,
I
yeah,
can
I know, but it stinks though.
say
Um,
like the basic was gone.
oh, yeah, it's okay, Roddy. You just had to. I mean, you came back. You just was something wrong with your connection, or
Yeah, I can't really hear it bugging for me.
yeah, I'm kind of still hearing the bug, like at least a little bit.
Yeah, it's like a
Man, I'm hearing it too on Dan's side. Do you guys hear it on my side, guys?
Can you still hear me, Brian?
Barely. Um, hold on. Dan, can you stay on? Can you stay on? I'm gonna disconnect and then reconnect for a second. All right, now reconnect. Okay, do you guys hear me, guys?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can
I
hear
hear
you.
you. Hello.
Okay, yeah, I can hear you guys. All right, so yeah, we have that scene with Kelly and Maggie talking, and after that, we get the moment that we've been waiting for a long time. We finally get to see Barbara again. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We,
I
All
mean,
Brian cares
we brought
about.
that up earlier. We brought that up earlier. Yeah,
I
again.
know, I know. But I wanted to use it anyway, and because I was saving it throughout the whole. When I saw after I saw it, scene, I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, I can't wait to say this in the stream. But you beat me to it. But I'm like, I'm still gonna say it.
There is something I want to say involving the song, like a little, the song I was playing. It's okay. Think about it. It's called "We Want It Darker," right?
Yeah.
I guess, but like,
Knows our wishes for a world beyond season two.
wait, what?
I know I said because the song is called "We Want It Darker." Singer knows what we want for a world beyond season two.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's true. I hope World
I
Beyond
gotta
season.
say though, this is a good song to finish the episode.
Hey,
It
hey,
really is.
hey, Dan, Rowdy. I was confused when Maggie and them were walking. Who were those two people behind them? So we saw Daryl, Kelly, Herschel, Maggie, Isaiah, Cole, but there were two other people behind them. Who were those guys?
More for people, I guess.
But like, we
Yeah, I
saw
know what you're
her
talking
people getting
about.
killed.
Yeah, there's like that guy with the bow.
Yeah, there were like two other Isaiahs behind him with the jackets and the bows and the knives. Like, what the heck? Like, where did he where did they come from? Like, did he clone
Hey,
himself?
every
Like,
group has Scott.
Yeah, every group has their Scott. You know, we have freaking like Hill and Fear.
Man.
hell, that's where that's the problem
Think
for you.
about it.
That's the problem for you.
Yeah. Well, you
Okay.
think about it. Hill's probably is the only one who's appeared in every single episode in some form in season 6 because he was in every single episode so far, even if it was only by voice.
Yeah, but I don't think most fans when they watch the episodes know his name.
That's true.
Yeah. Well, neither with Scott.
That's true. If you saw most like casual fans see a picture of Scott and they'd be like, "Wait, who's that guy?"
Oh
Yeah, like I
man.
didn't know about Scott till like season
It's
9.
like, nah, now you
Oh,
lost me.
that is so late. Oh man.
Yeah, but hey, Scott is the best though. All hail King Scott.
Man, I'm
Uh,
really sad in this episode we didn't get any kind of like major like come on Judith or anything. We didn't get nothing.
yeah, man, Scott should have been the one in this episode. Him versus the new Beta. We should have gotten that.
Yeah.
Him holding them captive.
Yeah, him with the dual knives. Cause yeah, Cole,
My
he had the dual knives. It's like, oh come on, like Daryl has dual knives. Beta had him. Now this guy, like, what's with everyone using dual knives? I don't know. It's like a trend now for characters.
It's like a rule, yeah. It's like everybody has dual weapons.
It's like the latest
You
style.
know?
No one just
Yeah,
has
it's like this year on the Walking Dead fashion.
no one has a
Usually
machete.
Alicia has like two of those. Yeah, like true machete. When's the last time we saw a machete on the Walking Dead?
I don't know, man. So yeah, I was surprised by the damage in Alexandria. Like I did know that Beta and the herd came through, but we didn't see the gates destroyed. We didn't see the not the watchtower, the windmill get destroyed. So it's like, well, how did that happen? You know, all right, off screen.
Well, apparently this
Yeah.
isn't spoilery because they've been posting it everywhere. But as you guys know, they're filming season 11, and it seems like something did actually happen to the windmill.
Yeah.
I don't know. It is kind of weird. Like, and it looks like there's like burned stuff too at Alexandria. Like there's like
Yeah.
burned wood.
It-
So it's like, what
weird.
happened?
Like, I can understand like
real.
Beta and the others, like the full herd was there. I can understand like their crops and like stuff like that, but like the gate, that's a bit odd.
I mean, that's true though. That's why like they're all like Alexandria needs food because yeah, all the crops would be destroyed, right?
Well, exactly. That actually is kind of a good timing for that because, like, because obviously they had to do these additional episodes and stuff with like these kind of small stories. It actually kind of fits with episode 15 of season 10 because it's like, yeah, our characters would have to go on supply runs, so I actually don't mind it.
That's true,
it's cool
Dan.
to
But
see them doing that again.
yeah, I
don't
agree.
mind all the supplies after all these years, though.
Oh boy. I don't know. So okay, I agree. They had to leave Alexandria and leave their crops behind, but they should have still had enough food, or they should have still been had enough time to gather all the food they can, for at least a little bit, because it's like it's only been like what, a day or so since the season 10, since episode 16. So it's like it's only been a day or two. So they should have had. I don't know. Did they not take anything from Alexandria when they left?
For real, like
I don't know. That's a bit of an issue. They should have at least packed enough food for a little bit of time.
yeah, and there's like how many people in Alexandria? Because think about it, they buy everybody from Alexandria and Hilltop to the hospital, so there's probably like at least 200 people in there.
Oh man, I'm telling you, man, Alexandria is going to be just as packed as Hilltop was in season 8.
Hopefully, but it honestly depends with the whole COVID thing. Like, I just hope Alexandria doesn't look like a ghost town like Hilltop used to. That would
It'll
so
just be
bad.
like, yeah, there's like 200 people like in here. It's really crammed. Like we don't have enough houses for people. And then they're like, we just look around visually, and it's like, yeah, visually that's a different story.
Exactly.
Just think about it, because you know how people call Hilltop Kingtop now. What would it be like, Alexandrian top?
Hillsan top.
Oh boy. Yeah, and then so we have the part where Negan is just like looking. I don't know what you guys think of this scene. Like, I liked it, but I feel like Negan did not have. I feel like they should have. I don't know. I don't know. It didn't really seem like Negan had the best reaction. You know what I mean?
No, he kind of just stood there. I'm disappointed. If there's one flaw, it's the amount of Negan we got. They really thought they made it seem like we were gonna get more.
They did, and not just that, but like the way Negan's looking at Maggie and Herschel and just like turning back, he's giving. It looks like he's giving them like a stink eye look. Like it's like that's not the look he should be giving. You know? I don't know.
I wonder how people will be reacting. Like, I'm excited to see like the reactions to that scene.
Me too. I gotta start watching them. Cause
Speaking of reactions, Dan, how do you do a reaction? Like, how do you set that up, edit it together so you have like the little box at the bottom of your screen? Like, how do you do that?
How do I set up reaction?
Yeah, like how do you like do it exactly? Like,
I just have a couple apps that I use, honestly, but like I kind of just vary between a few. To be honest, it's nothing special.
yeah, but it's.
Hey guys, Chosen asked, why is Elijah so scared? He's been in the apocalypse for at least 10 years, and he's a capable
His
fighter.
sister died.
Yeah.
Well, I
that
thought.
was actually the one part I liked is that, like, I guess for the time being, Kelly lost her sister and so did he,
Yeah.
Wait,
I
was
think it's
this.
symbolic. Him taking off his mask, it just shows that even though like he's on the outside he's this badass ninja character, but like on the inside he's still, he's still human,
On the
Yeah, I
inside, he's
agree.
Dwayne Jones.
No, wait,
Dwayne Jones.
was his sister Maya? Or.
My no.
Oh, that
Maya
wasn't
died in
her?
the episode. The sister died like way like before they came to Alexandria and all that.
It was
Oh,
like
okay.
off screen.
Like the
Okay.
Reapers probably.
I seriously, when I watched this, I just thought he was worried about Maggie. That's the vibe I got.
Simp.
Yes, Maggie Simp. Yes. First Glenn, and now this guy. Surprised there's not more, but
We had
you know.
Dante
Like-
in the comic. Now we have Elijah for the show.
Yeah,
I'm okay with it.
I keep my Alicia Sim minimum. Yeah, just joking. I mean West Simps for Alicia though.
I'm not a big fan of Wes and Alicia, to be honest. I don't like their whole tree painting duo idea.
Oh, for a second I thought you meant like you didn't like Alicia, like you meant like you weren't a fan of the two characters. Like I know what you mean the ship. Like I don't see it. Like Wes is, I don't know why he's considered a main character.
He
Yeah,
isn't. He
I was gonna say
isn't.
he's not a main
He
character.
is.
I consider
He's a series
main
regular.
characters as like, your Daryl, your Maggie, your Carol, your Scott. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
You're Scott. Yo, like, oh, by the way, here's something. They like released some little teasers for 6B. It's like, you know how like 6A had the characters like with the quotes and all that,
Oh yeah.
like saying stuff. They did like other stuff with like the vines, and one of them had Sarah in it, which makes me think since they're advertising the character, I don't think she's gonna die in 608.
Unfortunately, I might add.
Man, they gotta get rid of some characters.
Characters need to die this
Seriously, are they
season, like-
seriously just gonna do a lineup and nobody dies in it? Because it's starting to look that way.
Like at least kill off a red shirt, Jesus Christ.
At least Luciana or Sarah, or preferably both, which now we can tell they probably both survive.
Yeah.
Like just kill somebody off already. Jesus Christ. Like okay, at least season 6 there's been more deaths than 5, but like we actually need like a real death,
Yeah, as long as they don't kill like a Dwight or John or like somebody like that, then that'd be good.
They just kill off Alicia. Hey, you wanted a major character death. There's your major character death.
Oh, nah, I think they know. But
Uh,
I mean, at least David Alpert, I think he knows that like probably Alicia's a fan favorite.
Yeah, but I think like I mean if I wouldn't be mad if Alicia died if it was the actors that wanted to leave,
Oh, if it's
Like, I don't
actor
blame the
who wants
writers
to
for that.
leave, I'll understand it. But if it's like just a choice and they're like, "Hey, this sounds like a good idea," I'll be like, okay, Fear's bad again."
Honestly,
Yeah,
if
but
I was.
I don't
Oh, sorry, Roddy. You were saying?
go ahead, no, go ahead. Go
Well, I
ahead.
was just saying, like, yeah, if the actor wants to leave, there's nothing you can do. You can try to offer them more pay or get them to stay, like, at least one more season and maybe end the show. Because I'm just telling you guys, if I was the writer, the showrunner, and I mean, I don't know if they are in charge of it, but, like, yeah, if the actress for Alicia was getting tired of the role, I would try to set up the final season of Fear and keep her alive after that season. Because
Speaking
Yeah.
of the final season of Fear, like I'm a little shocked actually because I thought we would only get like these 9 episodes of Fear this year, and then season 7 would be pushed to like 2022. But they're actually seeming to have season 7 is going to playing along with The Walking Dead season 11, which is going to be very interesting.
Like, they're already filming season 7 now, I think. Honestly,
Yep.
like I wouldn't be surprised that if they extend season 6 or do like an extended season like they did for The Walking Dead.
I don't think I have a feeling they won't extend season 6 because it's already like 9 episodes, and then like later on in the year they've already announced season 7. But I honestly, if they're doing season 7 like in the fall, let's say, I kind of feel like they're gonna try for a season 8, which I'm like,
I think Fear's final season will probably be like 24 episodes, like the main show.
yeah, I could see that if they want to do that. Maybe season 8, or I mean, if they want to extend season 7.
hey guys,
Yeah, which is fine.
Chosen says I heard Cole and Maggie could be a thing, and then Elijah and Kelly. Honestly, I kind of hope not.
Elijah and Kelly, I like
I
their
don't know.
bond, but I'm
yeah.
I'm not the type of person to ship, and I find like not every character in the show needs to be with somebody. Like, Jesus
I
Christ.
know, it's so ridiculous.
You see people interacting.
Daryl and Carol are like, look at us. It's been, like,
Morgan and
almost 10 years.
Alicia. They ship freaking Alicia and Janice. Like, You pick the most random ships. Like
Wait, Alicia
you
and
see them interacting,
Janice?
you're like, oh, they look cute together. Ship it.
Oh,
Oh,
okay, that's a bit weird.
it is weird. Like, you can't ship characters that don't have chemistry if it doesn't benefit the story in some way, or if it just comes off weird. Like, you can't have two characters just meet, have an interaction, and then it's like, oh, let's ship it immediately. It's like, no, let it breathe
Is
for a
that a
second.
jab at humanity?
I
No,
mean,
no, of course not. Of course not.
let's be honest.
I'm
The
joking.
most like romantic scene in Walking Dead's when Wes is just like, "Hey, Alicia, when we get there, I'll paint with you." It's like, okay.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, I don't like it
yeah,
either.
like honestly, just paint the wall with blood, Alicia. You can do better than him.
I was gonna say, at least if she like, you know what?
Yeah.
If she like paints like with blood or something on like a tree and sends a message to like Jenny or something, then I like it.
Oh man,
Yeah, like
character
boom,
painting
like
with
she with her.
blood. That would be
She
something.
just like What's like just tries to hit on her and Alicia just like oh she just like stabs him. Just starts like freaking beating him to death. And then uses his body to paint a tree.
Okay,
To
that's
protect
too
Ginny.
that's too far, Rowdy. That's a little too far.
I
Ryan's like
mean,
only
the
on
season's already
HBO.
Fear's already been pretty dark. Like can't
This
get
season
worse, can
hasn't.
it?
It could go. This season could go a little darker. Just saying.
Yeah, like are like rumors that Grace might like well it's not really a rumor, just predictions more that like Grace is gonna like somehow lose the baby.
Oh man,
Yeah,
that could
they just want to
happen.
set Morgan off. There you go.
Yeah, I
Yeah, like
mean,
what if like Ginny beats her or something and like it causes like a
that would
miscarriage?
be
That would
brutal. The show
that
killing
would be
off a
dark.
baby. The show killing a baby. It's never
Technically.
done that. It's never done that.
Technically, yeah. I mean, the baby wasn't born, but it'd basically be like in Game of Thrones at the Red Wedding with I forgot
If
her
Oh,
it's
name, but
whether or not it's unborn, it still does count. It's a life, you
like
know.
David Alpert just watches the stream and he's just like, "Oh, really, Brian? Well, here you go. Here's your dark."
write that down. Write that down.
No.
Brian's like, "I didn't
Guys,
ask for this."
plot twist, guys. Dan is secretly Dave Albert.
Oh man. Hey, well, man.
Hey, you just hear dad like abort mission. He knows too much.
I just have a video that releases. I'm like, guys, it's been me the entire time.
I'm
Exactly.
the fear of fear.
The biggest thing that confirms that it's not is that, like, you guys know, I'd give Alicia more time. Just saying.
That is
Yeah,
true. Wait, Rowdy, you were saying?
Sick.
What's up, Brody?
Rowdy? You
I
there?
think he like. Can you hear us, man?
Huh. Okay. Well, maybe he'll come back then.
You can still hear me, right?
Well, that's weird.
Yeah. Hello. Yeah. Sorry. I think I cut out for a sec.
Oh, okay. No worries.
Yeah,
Let me think. What
Do
were
you
we?
really what I was saying though?
With
About
fear?
season 6.
With
Yeah, like
fear?
how the dialogue is a bit weird for season 6 of Fear.
I think
Oh, I
season
didn't hear
5
that.
dialogue was worse.
Yeah, it is worse.
Definitely. Oh, definitely. The season 5 dialogue just freaking like look, Walking Dead. You have a war against like a freaking like a group of 600 people, undead people wearing masks. Fear the Walking Dead. Freaking vlog war.
Yeah, but yeah, dude, the dialogue in season 5 was so bad. Like, if you see anybody wearing one of these or one of these, pick up the walkie. We're here to help. Like, what kind of
Okay.
show is this? I'm sorry, but like, what is that?
Like I swear, in season 5, Virginia was having a freaking stroke.
Yeah, oh, something was going on.
Like Ginny, what are you growing a lawn, man?
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know what
Ginny
she.
with a passion in season 5.
Yeah, I mean she was pretty bad. Okay, hey
I
guys.
make fun of her so much.
Hey guys. So just wanted to let you know. I think another 5 to 10 or 15 minutes max. Would you guys like that?
Perfect.
That's fine.
Sounds good. Okay, an hour and 30
I
minutes.
got school in the morning anyway, so.
Yeah, me too. And work. So.
Yo, yeah. I
Okay.
think for the
So.
future of these streams that we should wait a few days after the episode so more people can be in the stream.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
I
I
kind of do
kind of
like the
guess,
smaller
but
streams like this, though.
I'd
yeah,
same, but
I'll admit I do like how it's not super chaotic. I do
yeah,
like that, and I like that I don't have to fight to speak because
yeah.
yeah, I had serious trouble in the past trying to talk.
Yeah, I
So
am seriously sorry. Like, I feel like I'm one of the I can talk over people a lot, but it's kind of just a bad habit of mine.
no, I
So I
mean
do
it's not.
apologize about all that.
It's all right, man. It's not just you. It's I mean it's I'm not gonna say names, but it's not like I said, it's not just you. It's some other people are doing it, and um
It's
yeah.
just the
So
problem of having so many people on at once. To be honest, I don't really think it's anybody in particular. It's just when so many
Yeah,
people are talking at once, it becomes kind of crazy, you know.
yeah, I understand what you mean. Like, I'm sure we'll eventually get used to it and be able to sort out the problem, but for now,
yeah, exactly. So the next stream it's gonna be for the Wolf Among Us episode 5. I think I'm sure Dan, you still haven't played it yet, but whenever your review
Yeah,
posts it, I don't know, maybe like Saturday or something this week. Like maybe I'll do the stream then.
I'll. Yeah, I do apologize too for not actually being able to get around to it. It's just I've been so busy lately with World Gone Mad writing, and I've been working on my rewrites slowly as well too. So I haven't had time lately, and also I mean Walking Dead. Let's admit Walking Dead's a bit of a priority.
Yeah, totally. Um, all right, so let's see. We still have some time to uh, kill, I guess. So yeah, we talked about the problems with this episode, and oh yeah, so this is something I mentioned in Dan's review, for the episode. I don't. Okay, so I do like the idea. Okay, so the Reapers as in an antagonist for like 6 episodes, I'm fine with that. But the fact that they were the reason that Maggie and them had to leave, I just don't like it. Like Georgie said she
Details.
felt. Yeah, yeah. Not just that. We need details, but not just that. Are you seriously telling me that all these communities that you were a part of, it all didn't work? Like, or, I don't know. It just feels cheap, like a cheap excuse. I feel like they really could have said Maggie could have said something like, obviously she couldn't say CRM, but like they really should have hinted at the CRM.
Daryl should have been more like, yeah, Maggie, like we're crammed into like just Alexandria. Is there like nowhere else to go? Like,
Yeah, like I don't buy
what
it.
if the CRM like wiped out Maggie's town or something? Like, she wouldn't necessarily say much, and it wouldn't be them we're fighting this season. But like, imagine it was actually the CRM. You know,
and
I
maybe you
know they should
mistake
have done
them for
that.
like the Reapers or something.
Yeah,
and she's
like
like
the
a group of
Reapers.
military people.
You're telling me a small group of people with a few guns and sure they have some military equipment, but guys, it's pretty obvious. With 6 episodes, the Reapers they're going to be a small group. You're telling me this group took you guys down, the communities, all these people you had? I don't buy it.
No. You know, also another problem I have too, and like I'm not gonna say that it's like a flaw yet, because I want to see season 10 see through. But I kind of get the kind of just idea in my head that I'm like, I wonder if it's just because of COVID. They're like, well, we have to add this like additional storyline, at least to kind of delay us till season 11. So let's just have the Reapers, and then season 11 we'll get to like what's really going on, you know?
Yeah,
I still, yeah, I'm okay with the Reapers being the antagonist. They shouldn't have been the reason that Maggie and those communities fell. They
exactly.
lost everything. It should
It
have been
felt
the
cheap.
CRM. Yeah, it's so cheap.
It felt
They should have.
cheap.
It
Yeah,
was. They
and it
should
would have
have.
made sense.
Yeah, the
The
CRM.
CRM, we know they wipe out communities. Like, we know enough
Yeah.
about them, and it's like Mag is like this group. They had armor, they had heavy guns, helicopters.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
about
this
helicopters. I
once
don't know
again,
about
it's the
helicopters, but
details.
yeah, I don't know if I would have had her say helicopters, but I would have had like Maggie say like this group of guns that were all black. They had trucks. They just came to us
Oh
one
man.
day and just attacked. And just like
But and what if
it,
though she brings up the helicopters and Negan's there, and she mentions the three rings, and Negan like, oh, that like at the junkyard.
yeah, and then you could even have it where like um
Gabriel.
you can even have it where one of the characters like draws a symbol of the CRM logo, and they're like, I saw one of their trucks, the symbol they had, it was something like this, and then you just have like Daryl looks at it, and it's just like, and this could set up the Rick movies, or not the Rick movies, but like
Yeah,
the Daryl Carol spinoff or whatever they're doing after the show, because like yeah, like I mean that's what they're gonna do, right? They're gonna go look for Rick, so they have to have some leads, and this could have been a lead, but no.
No, and instead we're
I
just gonna get
agree.
episode 18 that has like literally no leads about Rick.
I
Yeah, he
know.
just like finds like a crashed CRM helicopter. He's like, oh, that's strange.
Actually, a question I do have kind of on the top of my head right now, because I know Brian, you just said that this was your most hyped episode of season 10C. So after this episode, what's like your most hyped episode for the other five?
I think,
Here's Negan.
yeah. Okay, so I'm not excited for episode 18 with Daryl flashback. I'm not really excited for that. The okay, so the Commonwealth episode, I'm like third, I think, and then here's Negan. I'm like second, I would say, because
Okay, so yeah, here's Negan be the most hype for you right now.
yeah,
Definitely.
Man,
Here's
that one's
Negan.
always been my
Like,
most hype just because I've been asking for it since like season 8, and I'm like, man, they've never done it till now.
are you gonna
he
do a ranking video down like after, like ranking all 6 episodes?
I am actually like, yeah, I think that'll actually be fun. But if I had to guess, I just hope that episode 21 is not as bad as they say, because I can already guarantee that's going to be at the bottom.
hey guys,
And be fair, like they said, see episodes. Most of the reviews said episode 17 was like mediocre, but you know.
Yeah.
hey guys, Chosen asks, you think the Reapers will return? I thought it was only for episode 17. Oh, they're gonna return. I think they're gonna be the antagonist for the next 5 episodes.
Yeah.
Well,
Like
if
I
Robert
think
Patrick is
freaking
like part of it
the
too.
leader or the leader, yeah, I think like he can maybe not the leader, but I could definitely see him being like part of them.
Exactly.
Oh,
And
question, Dan.
Yeah.
For the Fear rewrites, what episode are you on?
Currently, right now, well, I finished editing. Like episode 9 is done, and I'm currently finishing up episode 10 right now, so it's going good.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. It's gonna be awesome. It would be awesome if like you could give like a couple of us like early preview, like maybe like a month before, like me,
I
Matt,
think
and all that.
I'm probably gonna do like for like an early viewing. Some point in May, I'm gonna at least do maybe like I'll do a thing where like maybe 3 people like win a contest or something. They can get it or something. I don't know.
hey guys,
Yeah, that'd actually be cool though. Like in the future, if you have bigger following, like you do that contest for like early viewing, you know.
Absolutely.
okay, just had some questions. Chosen asks, and when will Judith tell someone about Michonne off camera? Cause wouldn't someone wonder where she went or if she died? Well, we saw in the beginning of the episode Judith talking to Maggie, but
Yeah.
it still is kind of weird to me that, like, they just mention she just, I guess, casually mentions how, like, yeah, she went to go find, my dad, and it's just like, but it's like when I think about it, I'm just thinking like, man, how long could they wait before they're like, okay, we gotta find Michonne now, like, just I don't know, like, you guys know what I mean, like, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. After a while, they're gonna start wondering, and it kind of already feels like I'm like they're so chill about her just being gone. I'm like, eh.
I know it's
Oh,
like I
you
was
know what
just
they could
gonna
have done?
what
Like maybe instead of Michelle's last episode, like because we only knew about the bow, but maybe Michelle finds like some kind of thing with a CRM symbol on it, and Virgil will take that when he comes back. He meets the main characters, he tells them about it. He shows them like the CRM logo on whatever it's on to the group, and then the group's like, oh shit, this group that talk about his community.
Well, we
They
still need
have
to
Rick.
know
Like
where,
it would
like,
have.
how Virgil got across, like, from like where he was at that island to like Oceanside. That's still a plot hole.
and what he's doing with Connie. They gotta
Yeah.
You gotta see that too. Chosen asks, no, Chosen says they could have had Maggie wonder where Michonne was, and that's when Judith reveals it. I think like Judith was talking to Maggie about that, right? She was just mentioning how, she talked about the stars and all that, and then just, how Michonne is just gone, I guess. But I don't know, like, do you guys think that Chosen is kind of right? They should have showed more with that, like Judith.
Flush it out a bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, it is kind of weird. Just like the way the characters, it's kind of weird. Like characters are just like, I mean, like the world is a dangerous place, and it's like Michonne left, and it's just like, oh, okay. Like they make it sound like it's so normal. No, leaving your community, family, and going out there in the world, that's not normal. Like you could die the next second you step out of a community. Like, and Michonne's been gone for like what, a week now. Like, it's bad. Like, you can die. Like she could die out there. I mean, yes, it's Michonne, but like look what happened with them. The whole group, they almost died. Like I'm just saying, like I don't know.
And she's on the road, like if anything else. Yep.
Yeah, and man, like this episode had so many woods. Like when I watched this episode, I'm like, man, where's a street or something? Like did they?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think it's because of COVID. To be honest, I think that's the main issue with it.
Yeah, like the only places we got to see this episode, like, okay, so we got to see a little bit of Alexandria, the woods, um, kind of the outside of the hilltop, and that shipping container place. But they even go back to it at the end of the episode. Like, so yeah, as far as like locations, like there wasn't a whole lot. Like the woods, the woods were the main location this episode.
Man, you just have like for a Fear the Walking Dead style intro for this one. It'd just be woods.
No character, just woods.
Yeah.
Um, uh, yeah. Thanks, guys. So we still have a little bit less than 5 more minutes now, like 4 minutes, I guess. All right. So yeah, Dan, you said your Wolf Among Us is coming soon. Like I said, I'll try to do
Yeah.
the live stream on Saturday or something. And yeah, I mean, honestly, so like, Rowdy, what are you excited for in the next 5 episodes? Besides Here's Negan, I guess. Rowdy?
We all know Here's Negan is my most hyped.
Yeah, and I don't think we're gonna see Simon again.
I have heard rumors about Gregory though, so fingers crossed. But I'm wondering how he's included though.
Yeah. He says just a sec. Mike is bugging. Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah, that would be weird. Like, would that be a plot hole though? Because like in the comics, like Gregory even says like he never met Negan, but in the show, I feel like they kind of imply that as well.
Yeah.
But then again, also here's the thing. But when we saw oh yeah, what about Paul too? Because he said when Negan came, he bashed in Rory's head in, and he said that Rory was a 16-year-old. So what are they gonna do with that? Like I have
You hear me
questions
now?
now. Yeah, Rowdy, we hear you. So like Dan, what do you think about that?
How are they going to include? That's definitely a big question. Another one, yeah, like how are they going to include like Paul if it's going to be like if they have Gregory and then it's just like well you're going to have Paul there too otherwise it's just going to feel awkward because like are they going
Yeah,
to show
unless
him
like
killing a 16-year-old kid? Is that what they're trying to do or I don't know.
I mean, Walking Dead's done worse.
Yeah, but let's remember Negan was like, I don't kill kids, and it's like, and they show that it's like, really?
That episode
Unless he
really
meant like
destroyed that.
young kids. Unless he meant like young kids,
Like over 15 or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess because Carl's like was 13, 14, but still, like I don't know.
Apparently
Yeah.
he's 12 somehow. I don't know how it's visually.
Impossible. Impossible.
Like
He's 12.
Yeah,
Okay,
Negan?
sure, yeah, sure.
One thing I'm
I
wondering.
feel the governor was more evil than Negan, honestly. Because at least Negan like has
Negan has a human side to him.
yeah,
Hey.
like governor like he'll shoot you for looking at him funny. Like Negan, like you actually have to like break the rules for him to actually like do anything to you.
Exactly.
You know what I don't get? When they show Gregory, if they show Gregory, like, is Gregory just gonna make the deal with Negan? And like, one thing would be funny with like, what if Negan's like, did you come here by yourself? Like, no one, like, imagine Gregory literally walked all the way from Hilltop to wherever Negan is, like that bar place or whatever, like that they set up a meeting, and it's just like you came here by yourself, the apocalypse, no help, like, because we know that Gregory's a terrible, fighter, so. It's like
maybe they'll do something weird where like maybe like Negan's in the bar or something and then two of his saviors like show up or something and it's like we found this guy apparently he has a community or something and he's just like yeah it's down the road a ways or whatever and it's like Negan makes a deal with him like in the
Why
bar.
are you talking about Gregory? What he's gonna be in the episode?
No,
What
just
I
saying.
heard, well, Xander Berkeley on
Possibly.
his Instagram said that he dyed his hair and then he's like going back like to film or something. So I don't know.
Oh, that'd be cool if he like came back for the episode.
Well, if we're not getting Dwight or Simon, then at least Gregory. But I mean, I'd rather Dwight and Simon to be honest.
Same.
I'm
Freaking
okay.
Simon, freaking Stephen Ogg coming back, that would be awesome.
Yeah, like no Simon. It's like, it's like okay, yeah, that makes sense. He's Negan's right hand man, and he's one of the first saviors, but he's not there.
It just ruins kind of that line from season 8, episode 15, too, when he looks at Simon in the meeting room and he's like, "Yeah, well, when you helped me take this place," like, it's like, well, that line doesn't really, I don't know, it doesn't hold up now.
Exactly. If Negan started his own saviors, then it's like, well, that line's a retcon, or that's a retcon to that
Exactly.
line. So yeah,
Guess we'll
guys.
see, right?
Yeah, we will definitely see. I'm excited. So, all right, guys. I'm sorry, but it's been an hour and 30 minutes, and I do have to end the stream now.
Yeah,
But thank you
thank
guys so much. I really
It was a fun
appreciate
time,
it.
Thanks for
though.
the stream, man.
Yeah, we'll
Absolutely,
be doing
man.
this again soon.
Definitely.
Yo, Dan, you got a minute to talk in the DM about